I think I did something wrong.
What'd you do?
I'll have to show you.
Let's go.
Follow me.
Oh. What you doing?
What am I doing? Pulling some trees out for firewood.
Okay. Out of the big giant brush pile.
Giant brush pile that's supposed to have been 3, like I asked. We
Yeah.
made one big mess.
From when we had our pond cleaned out. You want some help?
No, you can't carry it.
Okay.
I'll drag it.
I could have drove it over there for you. So he's going to use his chain to pull out some of the hickory and oak that we're going to cut up for firewood later. So Jim's got a special project this summer he's going to be doing with the grandsons. Are going to come up and spend a week, and they're going to be building a tree house. And don't tell them, but a tree house / hunting stand for Jim. So he's going to get all of this cleared out back here and get started on that before they get here in July. Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the kitchen. Thought I'd get out here today. We've been so busy with baby chickens and gardening, and my kitchen's a mess. I've got to do some work on my herbs, and so I thought I'd bring you all along while we get ready. I've got my 3rd round of American breast chickens hatching in 6 days, so I got to get all of that ready. But first, I've got to get this mess cleaned up. Whew, as you can see, I've got gardening seeds everywhere. I've got freezer bags everywhere. I picked up these little stackable trays from the Dollar Tree the other day. That's what I'm going to be transplanting my herbs in. So they're kind of cute. I got 6 of them, so I'm going to do 2 stacks of 3 like that for my herbs. So, but first of all, we got to get this mess cleaned up. And this, I can't work in a mess. So let's just get started doing that. So these ginger roots, they started to sprout. I don't know if they're still viable. I meant to plant them, but of course time got away from me and I forgot. So I'm going to maybe see if I can plant those. These are some garlic seeds that came up from our garlic last year. I might try to plant some of those and see if I can get those germinate. These are all just kind of test things. And then these are black turtle beans that came up in volunteer in my garden last year. So I saved those seeds. So I'm going to be planting these in the high tunnel. I've got a little pot picked out in the high tunnel. I'm going to do like testing just to see. So these seeds, and then these are from our Blue Lake stringless beans. I'm going to see if I can get them to germinate as well. So these are all my test things that I'm going to do as soon as my brassicas and the cold weather crops all come out of the high tunnel. That's where I'm going to be doing these little experiments. And these are our some sunflower seeds that Camille and I picked up at a local shop here. So I'm going to plant those this year too. But these are okra seeds that I saved from my okra plants last year. So I'm going to also plant those, not in the high tunnel. These will be planted outside. We're going to probably do that hopefully sometime this week. So, and then I'm going to plant my sunflower seeds down there in my sunflower patch. I'll show you all that. You haven't seen my wildflower patch that Jim built me. So our box. So we're going to get those in the ground this week, hopefully. So I'm going to leave these out and just set them up right here. That way I can remember to get them. I need a lid for that. And this is popcorn that we grew last year. It's multicolored gem corn. So we're going to get that all, it's all fully dried out now. So we got to get it off the cob and get it stored up. So, but it is pretty. Most of it cleaned up. Now I'm going to start on my herb and my seed starting rack. I got to get my herbs kind of out of those little cups and into these planters. So I'm going to take a little break right here for a little bit, go have some lunch, and then I'll be back this afternoon to finish up. Well, just finished my lunch. I'm coming down here to take a little break, see what Jim's been doing all morning. Look how he has gotten some stuff done out here. He has cleaned up these two ginormous burn piles that were left from our pond clean out. And, you know, while the tractor does muck up the field a little bit, but man, it's going to be awesome. Look at that. Do a look-see back from the pond. Yeah, so just yesterday, from where I'm standing right here, all of this was a probably 15-foot high brush pile. So it was looking good. And it looks like he's cut down some more trees. You cut some more trees, I see. So now I guess he's going to cut this one. And that was his aggravation with the guy who cleaned out our pond, was he asked him to put them in separate piles so that he could get in here easily and cut it up. But, you know, people get busy. So yeah, so he's cut down several more trees, which I know makes him happy. But man, it looks good back here. Wowie. So we are reclaiming this pasture and the other pasture in hopes to get ruminants, sheep, starting with sheep hopefully this year or early next year. And then we'll do that for a year or so, get our feet wet with livestock, and then we will hopefully be moving on to some Dexter cattle, just a few head, just for our own homestead use. So I'm gonna hang out here with him for just a minute, and then I'll go back and get busy back in the kitchen on my herbs. So what he's doing there is he's pulling out some of the bigger trees that will make good firewood, and he's stacking them up there, and then we'll cut those up for firewood. And I know you don't need a tractor to homestead, but I tell you what, if you've got land to clear, I don't know how we would have done it without this tractor. Alright, I think I'm gonna get this cilantro has been drying, and I'm gonna get this cilantro out of here. That was Camille's leftover catnip. Alright. Let me do that and I'll get that out of the way. Homegrown cilantro. Okay, I got my first tower done. I've got 3 towers, and in this tower I have a mixture of Thai basil, holy basil, Genovese basil, red opal basil. I've got mammoth dill. I've got some dwarf Greek basil. I like basil. And then some other dill, another variety of dill, some lavender, and then in the very top I've got echinacea. Hopefully it'll grow up and out of there. So I'm going to go and set this out in my herb garden that I'm building, and then I'll get to work on the next round. I think I probably should carry these one at a time. What y'all think? I think so. Hang on, let me put them back. I think one at a time is the key. We're supposed to get some rain tonight, so I'm not gonna worry about watering them. Let's put them right here. All right, there is box 1. It's sitting pretty level, so I'm not sure how long these Dollar Tree tubs will last. They should last a season though, and hopefully that'll be enough time to get them good and rooted, and then I can transplant them in the ground. So, but so far I like it. Looks good. We'll see. Hopefully it's heavy enough that the winds don't topple it over. So we'll see. All right, let me get number 2 built, and I'm going to probably put it right in this area right there. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, tower number 2 is finished, and in this tower I have got some amaranth, some Love Lies Bleeding, just because it's pretty and we like it. I've got some more dark opal basil up here. I've topped it off with some cayenne pepper. I've got some oregano. Got 2 pods of the Love Lies Bleeding. Then I've got some chamomile. I'm hoping to get the chamomile and then obviously transplant it, hopefully. And then this is another variety of basil, and it is a Prospera red basil. And I have it in this pod and this pod. So hopefully they'll all do good outside. And I'm about to kind of take these out there same way, just one by one, and get them put up. Looks like I better hurry. Looks like there's some rain coming in. I set y'all up on the front porch so you'll be out of the rain in case it starts raining while I'm pulling these down here. Oh, let's see if I can carry 2 at a time. Oh, I don't usually do that. I'm a little clumsy, but they're not very heavy, so that's good. I hope that's good. All right, let's see. That looks pretty good. I'll probably move them at some point, but hey, thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me in the kitchen as I got it all cleaned up, getting it ready for the next round of baby chickens and getting these herbs in the planters, and hopefully they'll do well. So I'll keep you posted on them.
I think I did something wrong.
What'd you do?
I'll have to show you.
Let's go.
Follow me.
Oh.
I'm sorry, baby.
Oh. It's okay.
I was noticing something.
Uh-oh.
When I planted these the other day.
Uh-huh.
Some of them's looking okay. The grass is coming around finally, but this one here, see how yellow it is?
Uh-huh.
You know what I did?
What did you do?
I think I went up to the, I know I went up to the chicken coop.
That's my marjoram. Mm-hmm.
And I grabbed some of the dirt from close to the coop, and I think it was a little hot. I was like, it smells good. We're gonna put that in there, make it grow, but I think it's too strong. So let me show you where I got it from, and I think it'll survive.
Okay.
The top's still green.
Okay.
So come up here. I'll show you what it is.
Okay.
So you know, the coops, it's all hilly.
Mm-hmm.
And we dumped the dirt and wood chips and sand and stuff all at the top of the hill.
Yes.
So during the winter or throughout the year, it gradually comes down. It gets caught on the logs.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, my arm was hurt. So all winter long, it all washed up here, close to the coop.
Look at them chickens coming out.
So what I did, instead of going up in there where it's not, the compost isn't quite so hot, I just was in a hurry the other day and I ran up here and got it from right in this area where they all stand all the time, and I think it made it too hot. But anyhow, I'll get in here real quick.
Look at all these chickens. Let Nell's chicken in.
Here, let me get them. Let me give them something to do real quick.
Yeah. Give them a distraction. Look at all y'all. Y'all all act like you're starving.
Let me get them out of our way.
All right. Open a gate. Oh, she went the wrong way.
She'll come back around. So I know we didn't film any of this. Was it yesterday or the day before?
Sunday.
Sunday, we brought the tractor up here and we actually got 4 buckets full of compost.
We did.
It was full of worms. And you can see where it's about 6 inches deep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we dug all of it out just right through here. And that was 4 full buckets of tractor buckets.
It was.
So since it was real hot, I'll take you up there, and we just dumped it there at the top of the hill.
Look at these boogers. These are American breast chickens, and they are 8 weeks old. They are looking good. Y'all better not go out there.
They won't. I'll give them a little bit here. I gotta give everybody some while we're here.
Shirley's nest. She's sitting on.
There's 14.
There's 14?
14 now.
She's still laying eggs.
Yeah, she's silly.
She's silly.
And she's so funny. She gets in here and then she picks leaves up and puts them on her back for camouflage.
There is, I'm telling you, there was only 14 the other day.
13, yeah.
I mean, 13 the other day.
Well, a week ago, there was like 11 when the first time I found her.
Well, we'll just have
Let's see what happens.
we'll see what happens. All right, back to the chicken coop.
All right, so anyhow, baby.
Silly chicken. Okay, anyway, back to...
So anyhow, this is how we make a lot of our compost, but it does get hot.
Yeah.
But just this little area was 4 full tractor buckets full.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did, I bet you we've got, if we went all the way around like we should, we probably got 10 or 12 more buckets that we could get out of here.
How many yards of compost is in a bucket load, you think?
That's about yay big, 2.5 foot by 5 foot. There's some math in there somewhere.
Okay.
But anyhow, so what we do, we take it from there. Then we bring it up here.
Oh, here's a...
Tomatoes looking good.
Tomatoes are looking good
Look, watermelons.
in the water tomato patch. The water tomatoes. They got a good rain last night. They all did good. So
they look nice.
water tomato patch is coming on.
Look at that. That's pretty. That one's purple underneath.
It is. Look at these watermelons. Okay. Oh,
right.
Anyway, back to the chicken coop. Squirrel.
Oh yeah. So up here in another one of my mess piles.
Goodness.
Chicory.
Well, this whole hillside is a wild herb patch.
It was cedar trees 2 years ago.
Yes, it was.
It looked just like that.
It looked just like that.
We got natural grasses coming up that we're letting seed out.
Yep. Reclaiming the pastures.
But this big pile right here,
Okay.
you know, there's wood chips and stuff in there, but we dug out a lot of worms. So we'll just let this sit. And then next year or later this fall or next year, we'll use it for all our gardening stuff.
All right, now, so we're gonna just go down and take a look at Jim's progress on where he was clearing the other day. Well, he's actually cleared Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
All day yesterday.
Yeah.
All stinking day.
All stinking day.
But it's looking good.
It is.
Pond looks good. We put some, was it blue dye in it because it was really murky and muddy because of all the clay. And it seems to be settling some. I could see turtles. 2 of them.
Where do you see 2 turtles?
Look, one is a turtle, 2's a
Oh.
turtle. It's 2 turtles homestead, so you always see 2.
Oh, you sure do always see 2. The frogs, they get me every time. Every time I walk back
Yeah,
there.
that stuff helped, baby. It's cleared
I
up.
think it did too. Look at that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's Maggie taking a little swim. Got to mound this up, and that's a low spot. We got to fix a low spot.
Yeah,
Our pond guy didn't do.
We need to catch some bluegill and put it in here just for giggles.
Yep. So the plan for the pond is to, this summer, when it's really dry, we're going to drain it.
Drain it. We're going to drain it, and he wasn't able to reach out and clean out the middle. So we're going to drain it and get a bunch. We probably got about 3 feet of muck out in that middle we need to get out to add some depth to our pond.
And you're going to do that.
Yeah. You can't find anybody to do anything.
That's right.
Says that they say they're going to do it, and they don't do it.
That's right. Anywho.
We cut down, cleaned out that area right there. Around that dead hickory that's going to be firewood. Yeah, I ain't getting to that today. That's like a 2-day project right there.
And I'm not going to go too terribly far because we had a significant rain last night. And so this field is now a muddy mess. But boy, look how clean it is. Look right there.
I should have picked up some. Oh, this is muddy.
Yeah, I'm going to stay up. I'm going to stay. I'm taking the high ground.
You stay there. I'm going to clean up around the edges while I'm down here.
Okay.
I won't be back down here for another week or so, probably.
So I just wanted to give y'all a look-see at what Jim had accomplished while he was down here.
Yeah, because that brush pile literally went from right here, because here's the first place I burnt. So it actually started here. I'm going to count my steps and you multiply it by 3 feet.
All right.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20.
60 feet.
What's 20 times 3? 60 feet. So it's 60 feet by probably 15 foot wide. But let me clean this up real quick because it'll still burn.
I am just absolutely amazed at how quickly you clean that up.
I know, me too. Well, you know, I sat up, you can see it.
And I know it wasn't really quick. I mean, it was 3 full days.
Yeah. Well, I sat up there all winter. You could see it from the back of the house. And I looked back here and I couldn't do nothing. And I was so aggravated and it just wasn't pretty.
Yeah.
I was so looking forward to the day to be able to do it. Not just to have it cleaned, but cleared, but just, it was an eyesore, you know.
Maggie, you girl, you was a
It's like this is our little slice of heaven, and it wasn't looking so heavenly.
That's right. Look, that way I'm as tall as you.
You're still shorter than I am.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Talk to the 3 dots. So, hey, thanks for stopping by the homestead and hanging out with us while I get my herbs all transplanted, and hopefully they'll do good and give us lots of good things this summer. And thanks for hanging out while you watch Jim clear some more land. We appreciate you. And as always, if you like our content, we hope that you'll subscribe to our channel and follow us along on our journey. We would love to have you. Until next time, we'll see you.
Good times. Oh, hey.
Hey.
You can see beyond the berm.
You can. It's always good when you can see beyond the berm.
That was the path I've been wanting to get to for years.
We'll see you.